Hey guys, I'm so excited I had to come on here and give an update. I just did my first viewing of a flat, a cute little studio flat, not very far from where I'm living now actually. And it was really nice. I was first of all surprised to learn that it was privately owned. So the couple owns the unit, the studio part, and then they live next door. And then I asked a bit about like soundproofing and they said it's really good because the building is really new and it's been designed really well to help muffle the sound of the street noise and the noise from the unit beside it. So I'm really keen. It comes fully furnished. I just need to bring my bed with me because they said even that they would sell the bed there if I wanted to bring my bed, which was really sweet. And I really got good vibes from the couple that own the place and are renting it out. They said that they'd be willing to work with my end of lease date here and then the move-in date there. So that's awesome. That flexibility is really key because otherwise I'd be paying double rent for a while I double up on leaving here and moving into the new place. Sometimes that's tricky, but these people were willing to work with me on that. All in all, very good viewing. I'm pleasantly surprised because I really didn't have much expectations. I like it. I don't want to jump the gun and say that that's the one, but it's very, very high up there. I'm going to go do a viewing tomorrow at 5 p.m. of a different place, so then I'll have a little bit more to compare that against. But I'm really impressed. So I just wanted to come on and say that about the first viewing. But things are moving now. We are in the first week of October. I'm so excited with the potential of everything that can come forward this month of change and opportunity. I just feel really, really good and excited for what's to come. Hey everybody, I have some exciting updates to share with you on the search for my own flat. I had a viewing yesterday and it was one of two viewings that I've done, and it just sort of drove home to me that the first place I saw really was the place for me. The second viewing yesterday was just not it, and I knew within the first 5 minutes that it wasn't the place that I wanted to take. And I had great news that the new landlords of the place I'm taking really wanted me to take their unit, so I've already signed the agreement today and the new flat is mine. I get to move into my own new place and it's just all moving so quickly and it's all getting approved really fast and everything's falling into place, and it's just such really positive affirmation that everything is happening as it should be, and that is a beautiful feeling after months and months prior to this feeling like I was dealing with some pretty hard lessons. This is just an amazing outcome for the entire situation this past year. So I'm on cloud 9 and I gave my official notice today that I'm leaving this place so I can start to pack up now and move on to my new place, but it's going to be my own flat and I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited for it. So everything's working out. I wanted to come on and give you that brief but very positive update, and I will catch you guys in the next update. Bye. Thank you. All right, it's the 15th of October and I just got my second shot, so I'm fully vaccinated now. We'll see how I react to this second shot because some people have pretty bad reactions. Hello everybody, welcome to 16th of October. Today is exciting because after finally so long, my hairstylist has returned from maternity leave and I get to go see her today to get my hair done. So I wanted to pop on and do a before shot of what my hair looks like. I will just do a little bit of a brief update because this hair saga has been ongoing for a few months now, but my hairstylist took maternity leave, so I wasn't able to get an appointment before she left, which meant that I had to try a new hair salon and got a haircut done at a different hair salon and hated that haircut. They really botched my hair in my opinion. I was so unhappy with it. I just had to wait for it to grow out, and then I finally heard that she was back in the salon, and so I reached out to try and make an appointment, and the day that I looked to make an appointment, she only had availability 5 weeks later from there. So I was looking to get my hair done in September, but she only had availability today on the 16th October. So on this beautiful sunny Saturday, I'm gonna go get my hair done. This is the before. You'll notice a lot of regrowth from the top. So what I typically get done is called a balayage technique, so it's blended highlights, and it does grow out pretty good. I also have quite a lot of length from previous videos. You'll see my hair was quite short. It's now grown out. So this is the before. I'll show you guys a little bit of footage at the salon while it's getting done. I think this process will take at least 3 to 4 hours. It's always a long one when I do my hair because it's such a dark color to get to blonde that you see here at the end. So it's a process, but totally worth it. I'll take you along with me and then I'll show you the after, which I'm so excited for. Oh yeah, and one more thing, because I got my second dose of the vaccine yesterday, so I'm officially fully vaccinated now, but I wanted to give an update on how I feel because the first time I got my first dose, my arm was really sore. Within like 4 hours, my arm was so sore. It even to the slightest touch really hurt. I couldn't sleep well that night, and then the whole next day following, my arm was so sore I could barely lift it. It was just felt like somebody had sucker punched my arm. And the second vaccine dose, I have a little bit of pain on the site of the injection, but I'm using the arm right now to vlog. You know, it would normally be hard to lift if I reacted poorly, but I didn't react poorly. I feel fine. I didn't have any side effects, and I'm so happy because I kept hearing people talk about how they had such horrible side effects and they needed to take days off work. They felt ill. They had horrible pain in the arm. So I was expecting the worst, and I actually got pretty much little to no reaction. So I'm so grateful. I just wanted to quickly update you on that and just to say that I'm fully vaccinated. And here's the after. I am loving it. This was 4.5 hours in the chair. There was a little bit of a fix that had to get done, just a bit of toner. There was uneven blending near my side of my face, so they just had to fix that up. 4.5 hours. And you guys, you saw how grown out my roots were. And I feel incredible. There's just something about getting your hair done. Puts you in a great mood. So I actually have a date night tonight. So I'm gonna go play mini golf. I'll probably vlog a bit for you guys, take you along on date night, and take this new hair out for a spin, as well as I've just started packing. I got some boxes out. I'm packing up some winter gear, stuff that I won't need, and getting the packing process underway, which is so exciting. I can't wait until I can move into my new place. Everything is just working out. This was an awesome Saturday. I'm obsessed with my hair. Look at it. I love it. I miss my stylist so much. All right, I'll catch you guys later. What's going on, Jacob? Is that your new mate beside you? My teeth look amazing in the black light. Cheers! Oh no! Oh, you almost got a hole in one! Oh, and then mine nested in the corner by the tombstone. Let me get it down.
You shouldn't really be allowed to do that, but
You have to. How am I supposed to hit that?
that's your problem getting up there. But that's okay. I'll let you off. Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hole in one. Oh, I'm so close. Final regular hole. There goes Jacob. I don't even know where the hole is. This guy's laughing at me.
Unlucky.
I came right back.
One more.
2. 5 shots mark. Nice! I get 5 shots back.
You got this.
I'm trying to aim for 1. Oh, went into that out again. Oh my goodness. Hi guys. It has been definitely a very eventful few days. First of all, loving the hair. What do you guys think? I do need to go back and get a little bit fixed. I've scheduled in an appointment with the salon to fix just a section underneath here. The blending quite right. You can see it comes down quite low. The blonde looks like it's almost grown out when I actually just got it touched up. So I'm going back to the salon for them to fix that bit next week, Wednesday. Very, very nice to have fresh styled hair again. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the flat situation has just escalated to almost like a funny point. So I don't know if you know this, but I'm not really a confrontational person, but all of this drama with having horrible flatmates has sort of just like snapped something inside of me where now I have become fairly confrontational when I need to, especially when it's either to stand up for myself or to just bring to someone's attention when they've done something that is not cool. I have just been checking, like constantly checking the behavior of the girl flatmate who I'm currently living with, and it is actually getting comical now because we are just yelling at each other. We are like slinging insults. It's just pretty funny. And I just think she doesn't know how to handle the situation, and she's just going into emotional response where she doesn't even know how to form an articulate comeback. It's just, you're fat, you're ugly kind of style juvenile insults, which I mean, it's a bit insulting. I think I deserve better than just to be called fat and ugly. Like, we're not 6 years old on the playground here. You should have a little bit more weight to your arguments by the time you're 30 years old like this individual is. I started my day today with a big blowout argument where we're yelling at each other in the hallway of our flat, and it's just like getting to that level, guys, of ridiculous. I'm happy that this whole episode is almost over soon and I move out in 2 weeks. This time of turmoil and flatmate drama is so close to finishing because I'll be living on my own. This is all temporary, and I really can't be affected by the words that she says to me because I don't respect her, and when you don't respect people, their words to you don't mean anything. Literally bouncing right off me. Like, whatever she has to say to me, I don't care. Her opinion means zero to me. So the other thing is, though, that rent and the bills are due today. So after we had this big blowout argument, I had to then send emails asking for her to send money and to send her portion back to me that I've paid already out of my account. So we'll just have to wait and see if she actually sends me the rent payment that's due and the bill payment that's due, because just based off of how our communication is going, which basically consists of insults and yelling at each other, I really doubt that she'll send her payment through. So then I'll probably have to escalate this further to get her to pay what she owes me. Lovely, right? Just lovely. And the third flatmate that we're living with is just totally choosing to bury his head in the sand. He's not involving himself because he has to focus on his studies. That's the update, and it's just kind of all crazy. I'm coping with it, and I just cannot wait to move into my own space. It's going to be the best day ever. Hi everybody, welcome to the 21st of October. Today is monumental because I have had a whole full-blown fight under my belt. The 19th of October, when I had a full-blown big blowout argument with my flatmate from 7:30 in the morning. We were screaming at each other before she leaves, and I did vlog about that. And then later that night had another full-blown argument that lasted like 2 hours, I think. It was intense. The only reason why I was chasing her and had no chill and was on her is because she was refusing to pay her rent and her portion of the bills. The rent she was due to pay and was refusing to was $416. The portion of her bills that she was due to pay totaled about $83, and she was refusing to pay it to me because of all the spiteful comments that she had said to me, and I had replied back in defense. I have never had so much adrenaline coursing through my veins. It was intense, and actually it had a knockoff effect for everything else. Like, I felt like I had just taken a pre-workout. I was buzzing. I had so much energy. I walked to work in record time. All throughout the fights in the evening time, it was just non-stop. Like, I was checking her behavior. I was on her to ask her to pay her rent. She was nattering off non-stop insults, like really elementary level insults as well, like fat pig, you know, you're ugly, you have to curl your hair and mine's natural. Like, so stupid. So I won't even get into it all because it was just ridiculous with a capital R. In the end, she had to call in her boyfriend for reinforcement because, you know, can't fight her battles on her own. And he actually talked sense into her, so backfired on her part, because as soon as I told him, "Are you here to tell your girlfriend to pay her rent?" he looked at her and said, "You didn't pay your rent." It was priceless. And so she eventually paid me the rent. She eventually paid me the portion of the bills that she was due to pay. But it took like hours of confrontation for her to get to that point. And it took somebody else talking sense into her. It's just like, I'm sorry, but the longer you don't pay your rent, the more I have to go out of pocket to cover your portion so that the whole rent payment isn't late. It's ridiculous, the tactics that she tried to use, speaking to the property manager, telling the property manager that I'm harassing her. She's always been the one to cause conflict first. She's always been the one to sling insults at me first. And that's verbal abuse, honey. So whether you want to go call the police or whatever it is that you think that you can do, you're just as guilty in this. That's the ironic part about it. The other ironic part about it is she called the property manager when she hadn't paid rent. She had no foot to stand on. It was hilarious. And just unpicking all of her petty little insults, it was just like, you know what? I might as well have been holding up a mirror, because she was just looking in a mirror. All those insults she was directing at me, they were not coming for me. They were the things that she thinks about herself that she really has issues with. That's the funny thing. And the other funny thing is when you don't respect someone, the things that they say to you don't sink in because there's no respect there. So whatever they say is worthless, meaningless, nothing, pathetic. I am definitely still emotionally charged about this all, as you can tell in the way I'm speaking about it, because it just happened 2 days ago, and this definitely, hands down, was the biggest blowout I have ever personally fronted in my life. And I am 29, soon to be 30 in a few weeks. Might I add, the other individual in this scenario, she's also 30 years old, so it's not like age was a factor there. She was just totally psychotic on her own accord. Had nothing to do with being young and naive. She just is that way naturally. Sorry guys, I'm doing the low blows just because I can, but I had the best outcome. In the end, she paid her rent, she paid her bills, and she's leaving. And I'm leaving. And I'm going to live in a beautiful place on my own without crazy flatmates. This is the best case scenario. I thought I would come on here and do an update while it's still quite raw, because I think that it's quite funny to just capture as it's happening and then maybe reflect on it a bit later from now. But for right now, I really am satisfied with how I handle things and definitely don't have any regrets. You're talking about someone that used to avoid confrontation, and now I'm a person that will defend myself, stand up for myself when I need to, and get things confronted. Bad behavior is getting checked now. It's no longer going to be, oh, I'm just going to leave, I'm going to avoid it. We are somebody who does not do that anymore. So at the end of the day, while this has been a very hard experience to go through, not only with this individual, but also the other flatmates that I had to deal with, I don't regret anything, because I have grown so much out of these experiences. I know how to stand up for myself. I know how to fight my own battles. You didn't see me calling for backup to come help me out in the fight last night. She even had 2 random men come in the flat, and I didn't care. I still stood my ground and told her what needed to be said. She got her bed removed out of her room, so she's not planning to live there to sleep anymore, but she's using it like a locker, coming in, using the facilities, not contributing to cleaning, but using the showers and stuff in the kitchen, and then leaving. That in itself is not very nice, because we have to clean up after you. This isn't some kind of locker, gym, hotel system here. Yeah, anyway, I could honestly go on and on about this. It was a whole saga, a whole ordeal, but I'm about to leave tomorrow for the long weekend, Labor Day long weekend, and I'm going to New Plymouth with Jacob, my boyfriend, and we're going to have a lovely time away, and I'll be vlogging that entire trip, so look forward to those videos. Thanks for listening to this rant. That's the end of this TED Talk. I'll talk to you guys in another update. Bye. Hey everybody, it's still the 21st of October. I did my really long-winded update earlier, and I've since come home after my work day, and I have very great news that my other flatmate was informed by the property manager. So funny. Apparently, Rye, the flatmate, and yeah, I'll name her, she is horrible. Anyway, Rye phoned the property manager, probably said a bunch of slander lies that I've been harassing her, even though she's been slandering me, verbal abuse. So she phoned this manager and basically told her, I'm moving out on Saturday and I don't want to be harassed by Kyra. So I have a legal right to be in this unit. I am a tenant on the lease. You can't tell me to not be in my flat. So this individual thought that it was productive to call the property manager, get them involved in a flatmate dispute, which has nothing to do with a property manager, to be honest. So she actually did call this other flatmate that we live with and didn't say much, but he just told her, I understand the disagreement happened because Rye didn't pay her rent, which was true. The whole blowout was because she was refusing to pay rent and the bills, which I was covering. So it's pretty funny that he didn't really want to get involved in any of this stuff that's been going on between Rye and I, but he actually, in a way, roundabout way, did have my back and said it was justified, she wasn't doing right, and Kyra just confronted her about why she wasn't paying her rent when it was due yesterday. I took that as a positive thing. I could care less about the fact that Rye got the property manager involved. I'm moving out. What's the property manager gonna do? So I'm leaving. I'm gonna be fine. The whole thing about all of this is not about that. It's about the fact that she's leaving. I do not have to put up with her, and I don't have to live with her for that final week because she's moving out Saturday when I'm gonna be away on my holiday anyways. So this is just the best news to come home to. I'm about to have my dinner and I feel 30 times lighter knowing that I don't ever have to speak or see this individual, and that's perfectly fine by me. Good riddance. Bye. Hope to never see you again. Have a nice life. End of that chapter. Done. Period. Finished. Okay, I'll talk to you guys in another update for reals now. Bye.